Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Noor Shafika Julia Binti Razali and I will presenting to you my main point and the conclusion. So my main point one is social media affect teenagers' mental health by exacerbating any existing problem with low self-esteem. People share their photos or video on social media, continue scrolling through picture of perfectly photoshopped people in a beautiful locations or ads for the newest way to get fit and lose weight can have the incredible negative effects on a teen girl's mental health and body image. It is very difficult to avoid of making comparison on another when you saw your feed on social media. We know there are filters that hide all their flaws or a mirror angle that show their best shape. It becomes difficult to see all of those images and not to start comparing themselves to what they see on the screen. Other than that, eating disorder are subject covered in most high school health classes and many people can remember on a time when they're on teen lives where they stand in front of the mirror and critique their body. They compare themselves to the face and bodies that they saw in the magazine, movies, or the social media. This imitation can negatively affect their self-respect and can make them more insecure about their body. To conclude, popular media is influencing young girls in a negative way by making themselves more conscious about looking perfect. Young girls are driven towards looking like their role models, so they take up unhealthy options to look perfect. It is responsible of media, government, health organization, and parents to intervene and divide these young girls from taking extreme action. It is truly concerned to see how there are endless amount of literature available that abstract more and more young minds to imitate their favorite celebrities, icon, and become just like them. Government and health organization needs to implement strict code that will ban the media from promoting unrealistic picture of a perfect young woman or girl, as these young minds are capable to believing what they say or what they saw on the TV and the social media. Parents should be actively involved in monitoring on the habit, pattern, and the change of the behavior of their children. School and college should promote a awareness of accepting themselves rather than hating their own image. Successful media campaign conducted like the Dove was very impressive and was a attention grabbing one, which is demonstrate how beautiful women in the way they are. And then I hope there are more campaign media similar to this and should be created and promoted to wash away the wrong image of perfection in young girls. So that's all from me for my main point and conclusion. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Noor Shafika Binti Sulaiman. Thank you, Julia, for your informative speech. I think your main point was good and the conclusion was great. Moving on with my topics, for my body of content, I choose cause and effects as organizational pattern for my topic, which is the effect of bullying. And my first main point for this topic is variety main causes of bullying. Why do people bully others? There is no single reason which explains why bullying happens. Children and adults can be bullied for a number of reasons. Many have been bullied themselves. Sometimes it can be an expression of anger or frustration due to problems they have, such as problems at home, struggling at work or school. It can be the result of poor upbringing, Some people have not been taught to be sensitive to or care about others' feelings. Violent games or movies may influence some people's behavior and make them more likely to be bullies. For some, it may be an attention-seeking behavior. For example, if they are not getting enough care and attention at home or school or elsewhere. Others find themselves in a position of power without the skills to use it wisely. In some school and workplace, there is no culture of respect for others. This can make bullying more likely. Often the bully is as vulnerable a person as his or her victim and needs just as much support and help. So for the conclusion, to prevent bullying in schools and workplace are required by law to have plans in place to help prevent bullying. Schools often have anti-bullying projects or teaching. Children are taught how to recognize bullying to help them not join if they find themselves as bystanders where others are bullying. They are shown how it feels to be bullied. They should know the school policy about bullying so they know what to do if they come across it. Staff should be trained to manage bullying situations. They may also need training so they can help children at risk of bullying due to special needs or differences. An atmosphere of respecting each other is needed, in which it does not matter if people are different from each other. On a wider scale, laws on discrimination and harassment also help prevent bullying. At home, parents and carers can reinforce the learning about safe use of the internet and social media, which is taught at school. Emphasize to children that they should keep personal information private, not post any images, comments, or information which could be harmful to themselves or to others. Not say anything via social media which they would not see face to face. Not respond to cyberbullying. Save evidence to show a parent or teacher. Tell their parents if any online communications worry them. Parents should monitor their children's use the internet and check that any sites they use are age appropriate. In a supportive, caring home, children are more likely to tell parents about bullying so that the problem can be dealt with. That's all from me. So how was my informative speech?
Thank you, Shafika. That was a useful and impactful presentation you made about bullying. Now, let me proceed to my presentation. Reading reduces stress and helps you sleep. Life can be stressful, especially with busy or challenging work and school schedules. It's hard to escape the feeling of stress and anxiety from a hectic lifestyle. Fortunately, reading can actually help lower stress levels. Not only that, but it can also help you sleep better at night. According to a study conducted by the University of Sussex, reading can reduce stress levels by up to 68%. The Telegraph quoted Professor David Lewis, the cognitive neuropsychologist who conducted the study, saying, "It really doesn't matter what book you read. By losing yourself in a thoroughly engrossing book, you can escape from the worries and stresses of the everyday world and spend a while exploring the domain of the author's imagination. The printed page can stimulate your creativity and cause you to enter what is essentially an altered state of consciousness." Along with reducing stress, reading can help you get a better night's sleep. Many people turn to technology before going to bed, but screens can keep you up at night and cause you to have trouble sleeping. Books, on the other hand, can help you sleep better. Reading helps you relax and can signal your body that it's time to go to sleep. In conclusion, from health benefits to getting smarter, there are numerous benefits that book reading can offer.
You can expect to enhance your knowledge about so many things if you just develop this habit of reading books regularly. It might appear boring unless you start, but once it is assured, once you get a grip of reading, you will be thanking yourself for this habit.
Thank you, Raha. I think that you presented your body of content, the one main point from your body of content, and also your conclusion very well and understandable. So for me, I will present my first organizational pattern, which is topical, and the first main point is developing or using new ingredients in cosmetic products comes with certain liabilities, which are both safety and legal. Now, since cosmetics must not be adulterated or misbranded under the FDNC Act, the responsibility lies on the manufacturer to identify potential hazards to humans, and companies certainly don't want to sell a product that of course could result in legal issues. Now, cosmetic animal testing involves testing the finished product, the chemical ingredients in a product, or both. For example, a finished product can include a lipstick or a shampoo, while a chemical ingredient might include a dye or preservative used to formulate that lipstick or shampoo. Now, for my conclusion, to conclude my speech for today, I do hope that the information that I have given will be something that finds a place in your minds. As of today, this topic is still considered to be one of the most controversial topics between the scientific field and the people who stand with animal rights. Thank you.
Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Zaria Hawila and today I want to explain my next main point, which is why women get migraine often than men. This is because hormonal changes in women. Migraines in women are more common around the time of their menstrual periods. The abrupt drop in estrogen that triggers menses can also trigger migraines. Hormonal changes can also be brought on by birth control pills and hormone replacement therapy. Migraines are generally worse between puberty and menopause, since these estrogen fluctuations generally don't occur in young girls and postmenopausal women. If your hormones are the strong factor in your migraines, you may have fewer headaches after menopause. Hormonal changes do not appear to trigger migraine in men. Next, my conclusion is many things can trigger migraine, but it may differ for everyone. You should know your body well. If you get migraine, you must see your doctor as soon as possible and take proper medications. I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Zarit, for your very informational main point and conclusion. In my opinion, your main point is really good. And for the conclusion, I think you can summarize again all your main point so that the reader can refresh the ideas. For my next main point is the rise in obesity cases has also been linked to poor diet. Nowadays, children love to eat unhealthy food like instant noodles, soft drinks, salty snacks, and frozen dinners. These foods contain high levels of fat and sugar with few nutrients. As we all know, children need a lot of protein and calcium to help their growth. Eating unhealthy food is a bad habit that can cause obesity. When a person consumes more fat in their meals, it can make the person to gain weight quickly. People used to think that fat kids are cute, but little that they know, it is very unhealthy and can cause other diseases such as heart disease and asthma. Next is my conclusion. In conclusion, environmental factors and poor diet are the causes of child obesity that should be taken seriously to the community, especially parents. Last but not least, obesity is a serious disease that people should know since it can cause more other disease and worse is death. So, to prevent from getting obesity, People should start to eat healthily and do some exercise at least 3 times a week. Lastly, I am honored to remind all of us that prevention is better than cure, because cure will not always work for certain people. I think that's all for me, and thank you.
So it was a very interesting main point and conclusion, Richella. So that's all from us. Thank you.